This is my project. I started doing from the scratch. So here first I rooted my phone. For that we need to install the reverse tethering thing. So doing the reverse tethering, I have used this tethering hotspot, and after that, before doing the reverse tethering, I did yeah. See, as it shows super user in my phone, and it even shows that in the root checker app, I can say it verifies that my phone got rooted, and it says it's successfully rooted. So it means my phone is rooted. And then after that, I have installed all the softwares whichever are needed, that is Zamp and Mutility Day. And actually for that, firstly we had a lot of problems facing, and then for firstly we need to do the reverse tethering of our phone. So to make it work, we have installed reverse tethering 3.19 software, and in that, when we run the Android tool, it 1 second. Okay, sorry. So when we run, I want to run my Android tool again. So I need to run it as an administrator, and then when you run it, see, as it was running before, I didn't stop it. It was running. It is running again, and here you can see how many clients are there. What is the UDP getting connected, and the tunnels. And here my device is getting detected, and if we press disconnect, then your tethering gets stopped. And for saying that I got my tethering successful, in my phone I can show you the USB tunnel, which only gets installed the application gets installed in the phone only when your tethering is successful. And after that, we installed our Zamp from our downloads. Yeah, we installed our Zamp here. And in the after that, we have started running the Zamp, which is here, right here. And in this, when we press start, it gets started, and whatever modules the Zamp is using is given here, which is Apache and MySQL. And even the run what are the running things mentioned here is given. And after this, after running the Zamp, we need to go to the Zamp thing where we have the Zamp software. And in that, we need to install the Mutility Day in the specified folder called htdocs. And after that, when you go to your Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, anything, and type the 127.0.1, which is the exact thing we need to type as I saw in the instructions. And it opens this. And after that, when I use the Mutility Day, it even opens this. And after that, I need to go to my phone browser and type the address of the laptop and the Mutility Day, which opens my Mutility Day window in the lap in the phone, without using internet. So here I can show you my Wi-Fi is off, my there is no network in my phone, but still my Google Chrome is working. So this is the thing which I wanted to show you, and this finishes our first part of the project. Thank you. Hello, this is the second part of my project. So here in this project, I am going to explain how did I implement the man in the middle attack. And actually I was doing the first part and the second part in different days, so I did the videos may be a little bit different, but I'm trying to merge them. And then here, if you see, I have opened my Zamp, in which the Apache is started. Usually Apache is generally used for using the database and accessing the database, etc. And I'm not using MySQL here, because I have used a software called SQL Yog, which 1 second. So this is SQL Yog. So I have used a software called SQL Yog. So I have saved the database using SQL Yog in this. Okay, let me go to my project. Here, this is my project, and this is the SQL injection task. This is the code for man in the middle attack, and as you can see, I run the program, so already an emulator is running. So I don't I mean, like, there is no in there in the console you don't see any errors. And then here is my project structure, in which it takes time. So here is my project structure, in which it is taking time. So till then I can explain the Google thing. So this is my utility day server. As I already created here, when it says create account, I have created okay, here something yeah. So here I have created my username, password, and I've given a signature for this. And in this, account created for Shruti is given, as it says one row is inserted, because this is the thing which I'm going to use to implement my man in the middle. So here is my project structure. Here you can see what are the things which I have given for SQL injection task, and iData callback, and SQLite hacking, and an example of king example is like hacking example. And then these are my layout files which I have given, and this is my manifest file. So here when I run my SQL injection task, the main important thing whoever runs this, we need to check the main important thing is the IP address. Here the IP address should be the IP address of your computer, and this part till the mutility day, when you copy and paste it in your Google Chrome, it starts running your project. Here in the Google Chrome you can have two types of IP addresses. One is the local host, which is 127 point something, and this is my IP address. Anything we can use to run the project. And then as you know, to explain man in the middle attack perfectly, the main important thing here is first you need to run the emulator. Here I have run the emulator called Nexus SAPI, and I have connected it to Shruti and saying 1 2 3 4 5, and when I press sign in, it loads. Actually this is my laptop is really slow, so it's taking a lot of time. So in my document I can show you what are the things I used. So here in my document, when my emulator is run and seen, here you can see the output of the project. It says username as Shruti and signature as RS, which I have given while creating my account in Mutility. So this says that my account is created. This is the way I explained how I connected Mutility with SQL, with my emulator. So this is the thing, and actually it's really taking a lot of time. So I am just showing the screenshots which I have attached before, so I don't need to run it again. And then after this I have implemented the same thing using another emulator. As man in the middle attack should be implemented using two emulators and one laptop, I have used another emulator in the same Android project, and for the other emulator the code is the main code of the other emulator is in SQL injection task. And then when I go to the emulator part and enter this this thing, that is the query here is slash or space 1 equal to 1 space hyphen. So this query is generally 1 equal to 1 explains that it is true, like username is true. So whatever the username it is, we just have the code, we just have the thing, it says true, so we can access. And here hyphen states that we don't need to enter the password for the thing. So this is the SQL injection basic code I have used. So when you enter the SQL injection basic code, this is going to lead to the same page like here, this thing, and I have attached the screenshot of even that. So this is my main important task, like how I compared my, I mean like how I accessed my second emulator using the SQL injection without entering the details of my login ID and password. So this explains the man in the middle. So here my first emulator is a Android device and the second emulator acted as a man in the middle. So I guess this part is enough for explaining my project perfectly. And I have used one more application called Postman. I can just show you what Postman did, because I was getting errors in my computer. I used Postman software to implement, I mean like to delete all my, I mean like to get through all the errors, and then finally I did it. And here when you go to see, here my Postman application is getting started. And this application is used to, I mean like I used this application to remove the errors of my project. And actually here firstly in my part 1 I've showed how I rooted my Android device, and how I used Mutility server in the Android device. But unfortunately for some reasons my device didn't work, so I just used 2 emulators in place of my Android device, so that I don't need to run my project in a device. And here is the thing which I have used to show my password and ID. And this when you enter this this URL in Google, you will see, I'll show you just 1 second. When you press go, when you press get, and here is the URL, go to this and press Control C, sorry, Control A, Control C, and when you open this here in the project, okay, it's going to take a little bit time. Control A, so Control V. So this is the thing which I am trying to do it. So firstly it's getting loaded, and here when I finish my project, when I enter this project, I'm sorry, actually my IP address is wrong, so probably that's the reason. I'll just change my IP address here. Okay, so when I change my IP address, probably it will change the thing. 168.62.1. So this is sorry. Yeah, see here it when I when I use this Postman application and try to access my Mutility server, here automatically I'm getting the signature which I have given while executing my Mutility server, and which I've given while creating my account in a server. So in this way I have executed my project, and I have removed all the errors. Thank you. I would like to end the project here. Thank you.